Mevo dropped a new MultiCam for Android update, and there are some big changes. Here are 3 things that I've found so far that are new in MultiCam for Android. At the end of this video, I will tell you what I see that's missing that we were hoping to get in the new MultiCam update. We're not going to complain about it or whine about it, but it is something we are still looking forward to. So upon opening the MultiCam app, you're going to see some things at the very front that are different. For instance, this catches my eye. There is a beta button next to the live and record button. When I press that beta button, it's going to tell me I can connect my video feed to a computer. And I see an icon for Zoom, Google Meets, and Microsoft Teams. So let's get started on that process. I can copy the download link, choose Mac OS or Windows, or I can share the download link. And it's going to bring up this pop-up window that allows me to send that link in various ways. I'll choose to email it to myself. What that's going to do is send me a link for the Mevo webcam app. I already have that installed on my Mac, and so when I click on the icon that it gives me in the taskbar, I'm going to now see MultiCam. It recognizes that MultiCam is running on a computer, on a tablet attached to this network, and it becomes a choice in Zoom or Google Meets or Microsoft Teams. So MultiCam can find it here. Now when I open up Zoom and choose my video source in Zoom, it's going to allow me to have MultiCam be the feed that comes into my Zoom meeting. So I can have all of my cameras set up and choose whichever camera I want for the Zoom meeting or Microsoft Teams or Google Meets. That's a really big update for being able to have more choices in those video conferencing pieces of software. So looking at the top level of MultiCam after this Android update, the biggest changes seem to be in the audio for MultiCam on Android. I now notice that I have a dedicated output slider as well as my Camera One audio slider. Now, my settings are still in the 3-dot ellipsis, but I have another settings wheel in the audio section for Camera One. So tapping on that brings up some information that you may be used to seeing from the SingleCam app in the form of being able to set your microphone according to general music, speech, or wind, auto gain control, and then there's something new, force internal mics. It says we will override 3.5mm auto detection to show you then what we get when we plug in another microphone into the back of this Mevo Camera One. So now that is a ceremonic blink adapted into the 3.5mm jack, and now I have a whole nother slider. Okay, so now the one part that we are still missing in Mevo Multicam, and that is the crop and zoom. Man, I've been hoping for static shot presets to be on the face of the, static shot presets to exist at all in Multicam. The thing that made the SingleCam app so powerful when it was first released was having 9 different shots from one camera. And crop and zoom is still buried in ellipsis, choose crop and zoom, and then I can make changes. I have to be completely away from my monitoring window in order to crop and zoom in Multicam, and I still don't have access to presets and static shots